Hello and welcome to another episode of The Demon's Den, your stop for horror history, stories, and more. I'm your host Hex, and in this episode we'll be discussing theater superstitions. That's right, all the weird things that actors do to prepare themselves to go on stage, to push away the bad luck and only invite the good luck. To themselves, to the stage, to the production itself. Now, okay, I'm still an actor, I just haven't acted in a while. But I know about some of these superstitions. The one everyone knows about is don't say Macbeth in the theater without inviting some kind of fucked up mystical theater force to just screw everything up. Majoring in theater in college was, well, an experience. I never knew how superstitious these theater kids were, these actors were. From everything they prepared to do to go on stage, to everything they do beforehand to prepare to go on stage. Right down to what they believe in. I mean, hell, some of it even sounds like they really believe that there's a ghost that will make their play go well if they appease it. It almost sounds pagan sometimes. And today, I thought I'd go over some of those things. So, let's get into it. So, let's go ahead and start with the most famous one, which is don't say Macbeth in the theater. You know, actors go so far as to not say Macbeth at all, they just call it the Scottish play. Now, you know, the origins to why saying Macbeth in the theater is unknown, or why the word actually brings bad luck, but there have been a handful of instances that have happened where people have proclaimed the word, and they've had lights fall, actors fall, sets collapse. I think someone even died on stage once. But I honestly don't think it's because you said the word Macbeth. And here's why I think why. That word is only given the power that people believe it to already have. So, you say Macbeth, something's bound to happen, and if something goes wrong, people are gonna say, oh, it's because you said Macbeth in the theater. It makes no sense, and overall, it's asinine. So asinine, in fact, that when I was in high school, I had a friend named, well, we'll call him Jack. He thought it was asinine too. So he goes backstage during class, and he gets a bucket of purple paint. I think it was like expired purple paint because it smelled horrible. It smelled like acid ass. So he dips his paintbrush in there, and he just starts painting Macbeth in big letters all over the backstage of the set. Not where the audience can see, but to where all the actors could see. Macbeth here, on the walls, on the wooden slabs that haven't been put up yet. On the wooden beams that were too small for the paintbrush, he would get his pencil out, his marker out, and just start writing Macbeth. It looked like a psycho's fantasy, but without, it wasn't his name, it was Macbeth's. And when the actors came and saw that, they broke down into tears. They were so scared they were just gonna die if they wouldn't performed it. There's this one girl, again, I don't want to say names, we'll call her Nicole. She was hysterical. She was like, gonna go tell the principal that, oh, Jack wrote Macbeth, so we're all gonna die. Yeah, there's no reason why just saying the name of an actual play should cause any kind of bad luck. You know, the only weird thing, not the only weird thing, if you haven't read the play Macbeth or you haven't seen it, it is an acid trip. Like, Macbeth is drugs. Macbeth is drugs that tried to have a storyline. This next one is a little lesser known, but it is still seen in every single theater you go to, I shit you not. And it's called the Ghost Light. And the Ghost Light is this big, crappy looking lamp without a lampshade, and it just stays there on the stage, like a work light. And the official explanation of this is, I think back in the 1700s, they were lighting the stage with gas lights, and they didn't want an excess of gas to build up, because, that would cause an explosion. So they left a little light burning on stage, releasing gas just a little tiny thing, like a lighter. So when they were using the gas again, it wouldn't cause a massive explosion because of all the buildup. But what I got told was that this lamp is for the ghosts of the theater to perform under when we're not here, when actual actors aren't here, so that when we go and perform our shows, they won't curse us. Yeah, I got told that every single theater has a ghost in it, or multiple ghosts, and that if you don't leave this light on, they're gonna get really mad, and then they're gonna make shit not go right. And that was almost as asinine as the Macbeth superstition. So yeah, leave a light on, or else a ghost is gonna make your day not go right. So like I said before, actors are very superstitious people. They'll do anything to push away the bad luck and invite the good luck to their performance, to the show, to anything involving them and the play that they're in. So I've seen people light incense in the dressing room and pray under it. I've seen people ask their witchy friends to put a spell of good luck on them so they'll do good in their show. I've seen people wipe away the dirt so that they could do good in their scene. So wipe away the dirt is it's this superstition in China during the Chinese New Year, where if you clean your home of last year's filth, then you sweep away the dirt from the front door and invite good luck to your home. So I've seen guys literally sweep away some invisible dirt, like do some weird sweeping leg motion before they walk out on stage to make their scene do good. It's also a thing to say bad luck instead of good luck before they go on stage, because for some reason saying bad luck is going to invite good luck. Like, I don't know how it works, but, you know, the most famous thing is to say break a leg so they'll do good on stage. But I guess, you know, hey, I hope you do well is, like the worst thing you can say to an actor. Personally, I never had any good luck things to do before I went on stage besides, you know, rehearse and remember my shit. But I would always get nervous on stage, constantly. People are watching you act like an idiot, so yeah, you're gonna get a little nervous. One of my directors, again, I don't want to mention names, we'll call him Bob. So, Bob was my director, and he came in during intermission with a with a brown paper bag and went, "Here, have this." And I'm like, shut up and drink. And I'm like, oh shit. So I took a sip, and like my director gave me a bottle of gin, and he's like, "Good, now stop acting so goddamn nervous out there." And I was like, oh god, you got it, Bob. That would be, I guess, my tradition to doing well. Take a shot before you go on so you don't be nervous. So, I think the only other two superstitions I know about are the one with the mirrors and the one with the peacock feathers. So, the one with the peacock feathers is, you usually don't see actors adorned with peacock feathers or a fan or anything with the feather on stage, because the look of the peacock feather looks like there's an eye in it, and actors have dubbed that the evil eye, and, you know, they don't want an evil eye on stage with them because, you know, bad luck. So peacock feathers are very extremely rarely seen on stage, or just not seen at all. The other one with the mirrors, so it's a urban legend that if there is a mirror on stage, your actor will undoubtedly fuck up, because they won't stop looking into it. They'll be obsessed with how they look to the audience, that they'll miss a cue, and all because they were looking at a mirror. Now, in all honesty, that makes sense. Actors are already, well, a little bit up their own ass about some stuff, but putting a mirror in front of them, I definitely think that would exacerbate the issue. Really, though, the main reason you don't see mirrors on stage is because it is a lighting disaster. The light guy hates dealing with mirrors on stage. You hit a mirror, and then the light's gonna bounce back, and it's gonna end. Good lord, tongue twisty. It's gonna end up blinding an audience member. Alright, everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Demon's Den. Join us next week for more spooks, and until then, stay safe, lock your doors, and remember, vampires hate the taste of ink, so get as many tattoos as you can.